Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro and welcome to my new weekly video games find video. Sorry I've been absent for over a week and that I didn't post a video last week, but things have been really hectic both in work and on personal level, so last week I just couldn't do anything video wise, so that's why this week has such a lot of awesome stuff. We're starting off with most of the stuff that I picked up at the Retro Game Convention in Kalke, Belgium 2 weeks ago already. And this that you see here is a Russian Fami clone or NES clone console. It's called the Dendy. And yeah, as you can see, it looks kinda like a Famicom, only different color setting. This one is still new. It's sealed in the box, as you can see here. And the thing is, this is so cheap that they actually managed to put it wrong on the box. Because here it says computer TV. Yeah, game, but it's a strange font that makes the G look like a D. So they thought, hey, it's probably called a computer TV Dame. No, it's not a computer TV Dame. Then some Game Boy loose cartridges. I'm going from left to right here with the things that I'm showing because it's all not organized. Bionic Commando, Jurassic Park 2, Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, Castlevania Adventure, and this last one is Navy Seals. Then we have a sealed Super Nintendo game, Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge, the American NTSC version, original seal with the H seam, as you can see here, and that H seam is a must for an original seal. Then for the Sega Saturn, one of the last, I think, 2 or 3 games that I was looking for, Darius 2. I already had Darius Gaiden, now I have Darius 2, and the last thing on my list as far as I can remember is Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster. But it's not a must because that game isn't fun. And it is rare, but it's not fun, and I prefer, if I pay a lot for a game, I want it to be at least fun. Then a bunch of comics that I picked up at a flea market, I believe. And I forgot to show you the last time I did my video about the flea market. So let's go through them quickly. This is He-Man, Master of the Universe, Spider-Man, Daredevil, The Defenders, Star Wars, Secret Wars, Teen Titans, Hulk, Teen Titans, X-Men, Defenders, X-Men, Transformers. These are all in Dutch, by the way. That's sad because I prefer English. X-Men, Mask, Spider-Man, Hulk, and that was it. Then PC Big Box. We have Free Space, The Great War, Ishar 2, Messengers of Doom, Lands of Lore Part 3, one of my favorite games from my childhood, Carmageddon. This game introduced me to Fear Factory, which was my favorite band for many years, and the old CDs from Fear Factory, The Manufacturer, which is the soundtrack to this game, and Obsolete are just fantastic. And then we have Carmageddon Splat Pack, which is the expansion for the first Carmageddon game. Moving on with some more Sega stuff. These are Mega Drive and Master System games. Master System. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Bomber Raid for the Master System, Exo Squad for the Mega Drive, Fantasy Zone, Quackshot, Donald Duck, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 2, Super Thunderblade, and Sonic Part 1. And as a little tip for the end of the video, my best find of this week is also a Sega item. Something that you would not expect in my collection. And, of course, it's rare. Nintendo NES, loose cartridges. Shadow Warriors, aka Ninja Gaiden, whatever you want to call it. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Adventure Island Part 2, Burai Fighter, Donkey Kong Classics, Asterix, Donkey Kong Classics, Tailspin, which I figured out that I do have the box and the manual in my collection, but for some strange reason I don't have a cartridge, so I need to fill that one up again. Another Rescue Rangers, McDonald Land, Dungeon Magic, Sword of the Elements, Double Dragon 2, Mario 3-in-1, and DuckTales. And that wasn't all, there's another pile. And that pile starts with Ice Climber, Bubble Bobble, DuckTales, New Zealand Story, Dyna Blaster, Aladdin, Punch Out, Kickle Cubicle, Captain Comic, Russian Attack, and the last one is Turtles 2, the arcade game. Some random stuff: Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for the 3DS, Shadow Madness PlayStation 1, Digimon World PlayStation 1, and Future Cop LAPD. And this last one, Kokoto Platform Jumper. A couple of weeks ago I picked up Teen Titans for the GameCube. I showed you guys, and some of you replied that the Kokoto games are also very hard to find and rare on the GameCube. Or at least that's what I thought when I saw this game in a box somewhere at the convention. And it was only €3, and I thought I remembered that someone told me it was rare, so that's why I bought it. I haven't looked up yet if it's rare, but if it isn't, well, it's only €3. By the way, if any of you guys are from Spain and watching this, thanks for watching this, but I want to say, sorry man, we totally killed you. And that was one of the best nights in my life. Okay, so Super Adventure Island, ActRaiser 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Incantation, Prince of Persia 2, Lion King, Legend, Aladdin, and Prehistoric Man. Then there's also some boxed games. For those who didn't understand that reference, by the way, last night the Netherlands defeated is not the correct word, massacred Spain in the World Cup with 5-1. And that was one of the best nights of my life football-wise. Not that my entire life is so boring that football is the most important thing, but it was a great night in my football life. So, Game Boy, Pokemon Blue and Red, Silver, complete in box, Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, Addams Family, the USA version, which is really rare. Pokemon Red complete, Bonk's Adventure for the Game Boy complete, Leaf Green complete, Bionic Commando complete, Operation C, which is the Contra for the Game Boy, and Prehistoric Man. And I didn't know that this one existed for the Game Boy Advance, and when I looked at the gameplay screenshots I recognized that this is the one that I had on PC as a kid, and damn, this is such a fun platforming game. I'm not sure if the Game Boy version is good as well, but I picked it up just to try it out, and even if it's not good, I'm still gonna keep it. But I loved Prehistoric Man on the PC. Some last bits of Nintendo before we end with that Sega game. Diddy Kong Racing Nintendo 64, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes complete in box, Doom complete in box for the Super Nintendo, Kirby's Adventure, Jurassic Park Part 2, and this last one is the American USA coded DuckTales 2 for the NES complete in box. And the European version is semi-rare and a bit valuable, but the NTSC American version is a lot more rare. So that's the reason why I picked it up. Then the last item, let me get it out for you. A last bit of secrecy before I show you what's beneath here. This is a Sega game, a Mega Drive game, and it's sealed, it's new. I'm not gonna open it because there will be other ways to play it without opening this. And it's something that I normally would not put in my collection because I don't collect non-official games. While this is an official game, but it's not from the official Sega era. So it came with this letter, and this letter tells you, "Dear friends of Pure Solar." Yeah, it's a complete sealed Pure Solar. And it tells you about the development of the game, and thanks for our support, etc. Autographed, and that came with the game. This is from the original owner, and he has kept it in pristine mint sealed condition. And as you can see, the top still has the seal here, and that's why I'm not gonna break it. The box is a cardboard version with the Mega CD expansion, and if we pull this cardboard here from the back, we can see the back of the box. And let me show you this. 20th anniversary of the Mega Drive, proud to release the system's biggest RPG yet. Huge epic adventure, hi-fi, FM and background music, outstanding graphics, 4 save slots, enhanced soundtrack is available, the Sega CD version. And as here you can see some gameplay shots. And I've read reviews about it, and this game is supposed to be really, really good. The thing is, I don't like opening sealed games. I'm a collector, and I know there will be an option to play this through the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store or whatever they're called. There will be a download version, so I'm gonna wait for that. I'll just shove out another 10, 20 euros, whatever, and play this game on a new system so I can keep this gem sealed. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Sorry for not having a video last week, but there will be one next week again. Yeah, if you like this, subscribe, and of course check me out on facebook.com/drretromd, and see you next time. Bye bye.